Hey everybody, I hope that you can see and hear me. If you're watching this live, hello. Sorry, I have like a hat, my hair's in a ponytail. I've been out helping my daughter paint her senior parking spot this year. The baby of the family is going to be a senior. So it's a little bittersweet. It's exciting, but it's also a little sad. But thank you so much for dropping in if you're here live. If you're watching it on replay, thank you so much for dropping in. You have reached Makeup and Margs. If you don't know, I'm Toni. I've been a blogger for years and years and years and decided to get into beauty stuff because I love beauty stuff. And I just recently fell in love with Seint and I kind of quit using all my other makeup. So after I fell in love with the product, I decided to become an artist. And I know there's many people out there that have thought about becoming a Seint artist, but are kind of like, "Hmm, I don't know. I don't know if I have the setup at home. I don't know if I have the time. I don't know if I have, what do I need for this?" Well, basically, you need to have some passion, just kind of enjoy makeup and talking about it. And then, it does have a little bit of cost coming up. Right now, there are 2 kits that you can get, 2 artist kits. I hear there's gonna be a 3rd one that's gonna be even that costs less even than the basic artist kit. So right now we have a basic and a pro. I don't know when they're gonna announce officially, but I'm super excited about that. So I hope it happens. I don't know if it's just rumor, but I guess we'll all find out together. So let's all cross our fingers. But today, what I wanted to do is just kind of show you. After I fell in love with Saint, I decided to become an artist. And I kept going back and forth on if I wanted the basic artist kit or the pro artist kit. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go with the pro because then if I have in person parties, I have the items. I have many more items to choose from. So let's get started on the Saint Makeup Pro Artist Kit unboxing. Okay, well, we're going to start with the brushes just because. So let me backtrack a little bit. I work out of my bedroom because my husband works at home. He's remote in the living room. So I have this little corner right now that I do until we get our addition finished and get it cleaned up. Then I'll move down there and have much more space. So right now I have kind of all of this stuff piled around me. Thank goodness for computers that you can see all the things. So I'm going to start with the brushes because they are in my lap at the moment. And the first ones I'm going to show you are actually from my personal collection because I don't want to open the ones that came in the artist kit because in my VIP group, which is It's Time to Glow Up over on Facebook, I'm going to be using those for giveaways. So if you're on Facebook, come request access to that. We can color match you. We can introduce you to Saint Makeup. If you want to stick with your current foundation and just want to go with the lips and cheeks and the extras, we can do that too. So come find us on Facebook. It's Time to Glow Up. And you'll see Saint Makeup and you'll see my face in the picture. So that's how you know you're there. Okay, now back to the unboxing. So the first brush that I'm going to show you, they come in kits or packages like these, is the blush and bronzer brush. And I'm just going to kind of throw that down there. The brush and bronzer brush is probably the one I would suggest if you are determined to only go with one brush because it really will work for your whole face, like for your highlighting, your contouring, your blush, your bronzer. It is the one that is probably the most versatile of all their brushes, and I really like it. So this is what it looks like. It has, you can see my paint. It has a denser end. I typically use that for blending everything out after I have applied my makeup and also for the bronzer. So I just dab it in the bronzer and then do my face. The other side is obviously the blush end, and it's a little bit thicker. You can see I use it quite often. So I will either dab this in my lip and cheek color and then use it to go on my cheek, or I'll put the lip and cheek color right here and then blend it out with that side. And it just always makes such a pretty color, whatever color you go with. So that is the blush and bronzer. And if you're only going to want to have one brush on hand, that's the one I would suggest. Okay, next up, we have the detail brush. And that is this little brush. Again, this is from my personal collection because I didn't want to open this because I'm going to do a giveaway with it. So this is the detail brush. What I love about this one is if I don't feel like using my fingers, like if I'm in a hurry and I'm like, I don't want to have to wash my hands when I get done applying all of my stuff, I can use this to apply because I love this end right here because I can do my contour right here. I can do it up on the top of my forehead. The only place that I can't really use this well is my nose. So sometimes I will use this end if I don't feel like getting my fingers dirty. A lot of times I just apply my makeup with my fingers because it's easier. But this one I do use to apply things because you can do those straight lines. You can either do the whole thing, you can do the side. It just applies it really easily. This side of the detail brush I use for applying here, 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 kind of the more smaller places, because this one is a little bit weird to try to get up under your eye, if you can see. So this is great for applying that brightening highlight wherever you want it to go that maybe the other brushes won't go into. So this is your detail brush. Okay, and then there's actually several more brushes, but this is the last one of my personal collection that I am going to do. And this one is my powder brush. And let me grab that. Okay, so sorry. This is the powder brush. So I actually got it in a collection, the powder collection, and I will show you the powder that comes with it in just a minute. So you can buy it singly or you can buy it in the collection. Unless you're getting the artist kit, then you're going to get all of the stuff that you're seeing in this. But I'm just kind of dropping little things along the way because if you're not interested in being an artist, you'll know what you can kind of look for in collections, what needs to be looked for singly. So this one you can get in the powder collection. This one I use also to apply my contour and stuff sometimes because if you can see, this end is kind of thin and angled, so it gets a real good definition line. So if I don't want a super thick contour here, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I can do this and it's really, really thin. And then this side is the powder brush, obviously for applying powder. But what I also love it for is if I only had my blush and bronzer brush, I would use it to blend. But what I love about this powder brush is it gets right up in my eye when I'm blending things. So that is another brush that comes in the artist kit. Okay, so the next one, now we're going to open the others because these ones will stay with my stuff and my kit that I take with me when I do parties. I have used this one because I wanted to try it and I couldn't wait. So this is your multitasker brush. It's got a small end, and these are very dense. So I think this would be great for eyeshadow. This could be another one that you apply your brightening highlight, in the smaller areas. And this one I've decided, I tried it with my lip and cheek this morning. It's tiny. I don't know if you can see that. I decided I think I will like this for liner. Because I like using my finger to get it on my lips and cheek because it just goes into a bigger area. I did use this and it goes on fine. It's just I have to do it multiple times, whereas with my finger, it's kind of one swipe and I'm done. So I think this will be a great eyeliner or lip liner brush just because it's super tiny, and it will be very detailed on those areas. So that is the multitasker brush. Next, and this one I'm super excited about. I haven't used it yet, but I just got lots of new colors that I'm going to be able to use it with. So I'm super excited. This is their eyeshadow brush. Look at that thing. Isn't that amazing? It has got a smaller, like more dense side. So that's going to be great for smudging and kind of doing a lot of crease work with those. And then you have your, bigger, more loose side. And that's going to be for all over and maybe your lid, or if you want to do brow bone and lid. So that is the eyeshadow brush that came in the artist kit, the pro artist kit. And then last but not least, this is another one I am ecstatic about because I kind of want to see how it works with blending out everything. This is your buff brush. Obviously, it's meant for buffing things out. You have one side, they're both angled. Let me see. So you can tell right there, they're both angled. Just one side's a little bit bigger, and then one side's a little bit smaller, so you can get different areas of your face. I'm super excited to see how that works. And another thing I do over in my Facebook group, It's Time to Glow Up, is do lives with makeup. So you kind of see how easy this makeup really is. Okay, so that is all for the brushes in the Pro Artist Kit. This cute little thing was also on top. It's kind of a little brochure, and it just talks about contouring, illuminator, highlight, lip and cheek, and just gives you a little bit of backstory. So definitely read that when you do this. And I'm super excited to go on to the next thing. So when you are getting your artist kit, one of them has only a couple palettes. That's going to be your basic. If you get your pro, it is going to have 4 palettes, which is amazing because you're going to have lots of things that you need to put in these palettes. So you need the space, and you may end up even having to buy more. because you're going to love Seint and you're going to want all the things. So these are the palettes that come in here, and I'll show you how they work. We have 2 of this size. This is the 4 count palette. So what happens is these tins are this way. You can put 4 of those in these. And the cool thing about this, I'll show you in a minute, is these are magnetized. However, if you have either the holiday lip and cheek or the eyeshadows, they're small, so you can fit double the amount. So if it's a 4 palette, you can fit 8 of the tiny things. So these are great for you. So you get 2 of the 4 palettes. Then you get 1 of the 12 palettes, which means these are my current lipsticks that I ran out of space for, so they're in my new palette. So you can fit 6 of the big tins per level. That's why it's called a 12. Or you can see you can fit 12 of these little ones, you know, if you put those small holiday lip and cheek or your eyeshadows. So that holds 12 big tins or 24 small tins. And then last, and this is actually the one I started with, a different color because this is the one that came in the artist kit, is the 18 palette. That means it holds 18 of the big tins or 36 of your little tiny eyeshadow and holiday lip and cheek size. What I love about that is you can get bukus of eyeshadow and have it all in one palette. And it's amazing. I promise you, I have one that's devoted to just lip and cheek, and it's amazing to have everything like right there. So again, this is a double level palette. So you can fit 9 to 18 tins on the top and 9 to 18 tins on the bottom, depending on which size they are. So if you counted that up, that was 4 palettes you get into your kit. Okay. Next is their cream. This stuff is amazing. I just started using it. It says to use it at night, but I use tretinoin on my face at night. So I actually, when I get up in the morning and wash that off, I will wash my face, tone my face, and then put this moisturizer on before I use my Seint. And I love this. It makes your skin feel so good. So their cream, if you want to get any of their skin stuff and you're like, I just don't know what to get, I would either get this or the cleanser to start off if you can't get all of it, because they're both awesome. I really like the cleanser. It's not in the artist kit. I bought it separately because it really takes the makeup off. So that's what I use every night whenever I am washing my face before I put my tretinoin on. So that is the cream that comes in the Pro Artist Kit as well. And then we also have, this is kind of along the lines of the brushes, but it's not a brush, but it kind of does some of the stuff the brushes do, is the perfector. So what people will do is sometimes they'll place all of their highlight and contour, and then they'll go out and they'll just, you know, blend it out with this, like kind of perfect it basically. You are supposed to wet this before you use it. So I haven't tried using this yet. I am hoping to do it in the coming weeks. I'll probably try it first to make sure it works for me. And then if it works great, I'll do a live over in my Facebook group. And if it doesn't, that's okay too, because the brushes work amazing. So we'll see how it works and I will report back with that. So that is called the Perfector. Okay, now let's move. I have to reach behind me because like I said, I'm in a tiny little space here in my house. So I don't have very much room to work. So I have to like put things where I can so that I can reach them easily. Okay, so also in the Pro Artist Kit, if you're going to be having parties, you want colors to choose from. So Seint has done amazing, and they actually send you 10 of the highlight colors and 6 of the contour colors. Some people will only use one highlight with their contour. Some people use a main highlight, a brightening highlight, and their contour. That's personal preference. I've seen all work perfectly on so many different people. So you get, well, I don't know if they'll be the same in your artist kit. I assume they send the same stuff, but I don't know because this is the first artist kit I've gotten. So you may get the same colors, you may not, but you should get the same amount of items if you sign up for the Pro Artist Kit. The basic artist kit costs a little less, but it also has less items in it. So we've got the June highlight. I'm hoping you can see these colors okay. And then we have the papaya highlight. And I did not pre-organize these, so you're just going to get to see them in the order that I bring them out. Then we have the Aura highlight, which would probably be a brightening highlight for most people. Then we have the Goddess. This actually has been my main color up until probably the last couple weeks because I'm fading since summer is ending. I'm starting to get lighter, so I'm going to definitely have to change my shade. So that was Goddess. This is Wheat. And these are all highlights right now. This is, I had to pull this up because I couldn't open it. This is Sunlit. This next one is White Peach. And then we have Mango. Cinnamon. That's obviously going to be for a much deeper skin tone. And the last of the highlights is Amber. So those are the highlight colors that I received in my kit. Like I said, I don't know if all the kits will have the same colors or not. Next, we're going to move on to contours. Now, contours are going to be pretty dark for the most part because you're trying to contour your face with them. This first one is Aspen. Just piling everything and hoping I don't make a mess. This next one, oh, this is going to be another one I can't open. Sometimes they get a little wonky, but it's okay. This is Indigo. This is actually the contour that I use. Right now, I'll probably have to go down a shade now that we're getting towards the end of summer, but I love this color. It's great. And if you're wondering what the little bubbles are on that, it's just the heat. One of the things you will want to do is if you order Seint, watch your delivery notifications because you don't want it sitting in the hot sun because it will melt. It's a cream-based makeup, but I just grab mine and throw it in the fridge so it can harden up. And so sometimes these little bubbles happen, but the makeup works great with the bubbles on there. This is the next contour. That's Walnut. So that's obviously going to be somebody that's a much lighter skin tone. Then the next contour that we have is Stone. I feel like that may be what I change to when I change in the next week or two. Then we have Astoria. And the last contour is Shadow. So I hope you can see those colors okay. If not, you can go onto the Seint website and pull up the contours and kind of look at all the colors that way. Okay, next we have the Vanilla Dust Setting Powder. Now that powder brush that I showed you earlier, that's what I actually bought this with in the collection before I became an artist because it saved me a little bit of money to buy the collection, and it's just called the Powder Collection. So this is a Vanilla Dust. I don't know if you can see it. This is actually my own one because this is probably going to be another giveaway in my group because I have this already. So you can see it's just a white powder. So it just goes on super sheer. You don't have to put powder over your Seint makeup. You don't need it. You have a real dewy finish when you put it on. But if you like more of a matte finish, then go ahead and add that powder over it. Or sometimes I'll do it if I know I'm going to be out in the hot sun and I know I'm going to be sweating a lot. Sometimes I'll add that powder over it. Next, we have the Bella Bronzer. And this will be another giveaway that I do in my group because I have this one already. So that's the one you just bronze your face with. It's super easy to use. I use it with the blush and bronzer brush. Man, say that 3 times fast. That is kind of hard. And it's great. It's a beautiful, beautiful sun-kissed color when you use it. Okay, so next up are the illuminators. These are just the things you put where you want like a little bit of extra light catching. You know, a lot of people do them here where you would typically put your normal quote unquote highlights. You put them like there. I'll do it sometimes here. Sometimes I'll do it on my brow bone, just, you know, wherever you'd like it. So this is Pearl. So it's like a sheer, like pearl. It's very sheer when you go on, but it catches that light beautifully. That's going to be another giveaway in my group because I already have that because I was impatient. Actually, I didn't know that I wanted to be an artist until I started buying the makeup. And then I was like, okay, I need to buy this. So I have a lot of extra things because of what I bought before I became an artist. And this is another illuminator that is rose gold. It's beautiful on. Again, another giveaway because I have 2 of those. Then we have the lip and cheek. So what I love about Seint is their lips is also their cheek color. It doubles for both. So you only have to have one thing for your lip and cheek. This one is one of my favorites. I have it, but I'm not giving this away, even though it's an extra for me because I use this color so much. This is their nude. If you want a color, get nude because it goes with everything. It goes with all your eyeshadows. It goes with all the things. If I was going to say to start with one cheek and lip color, it would be that one. The next lip and cheek color that came in the artist kit is another one of my favorites, and it's pink grapefruit. I don't know if you can see that, but it's super pink and pigmented, looks beautiful on your cheeks. It kind of gives you like a rosy, I've been in the sun kind of glow. So that's really, really pretty, both on your lips and your cheek. And that's probably going to be a giveaway because I have that one already. And I use nude more than I use that. So I can give that one away and not have to worry about it. And then the last lip and cheek color, that's another one of my favorites, and this one I'll probably also give away, is the black cherry. I know it looks super scary in there, but when you put it on, it's like almost like a sheer burgundy, but has enough pigment that it shows up. So pretty. That's another one that I actually ordered all three of those before I became an artist, and I love all three of them. They're probably three of my top used. Don't get me wrong, I use all of the lip and cheek color that I have, but those are probably my top ones. Okay, last but not least, in the Pro Artist Kit, you get 12 eyeshadows. And I'm going to show you which ones I have. The first two are going to be ones that will be giveaways in my group because I have these already. And I just want somebody else to enjoy them since I don't need them because I already have them. So the first one is Stay Golden. It's just a super neutral color, but it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. It's very, very pretty on. And then this one is Mama. It's like a very light pink. I actually have it on right now, but I've been out in the hot sun, so I don't know how much you can see. But it's really, really pretty. It's just a very light pink that just looks very pretty on your eyes. So those will be giveaways in my group. It's time to glow up. That's the name of the group. I'm going to keep reminding you because you should come join so you can be color matched, so you can talk all things Seint with us. Okay, now for the other 10 eyeshadows that are all new to me because I'm super excited, and maybe I can do some swatches right here on my arm where I don't have any paint so you can see the colors. So let's start with Sabrina. So it's like I guess it's like a cream color, and I'm going to show you. Well, actually, I can just show you on my finger because I have 10 fingers. So that's Sabrina. Then we have, let's see, we'll go with, this is a super, super cool color, and I really love this. This is one of their glitter colors. So that first one was a shimmer color. This next one's going to be one of their glitter colors, and this is Graceland. So that's the color, and oh, how pretty is that? How pretty is that? I mean, let me just put this on my arm because I cannot with the glitter. Oh, it's so pretty, y'all. It's so pretty. And then there's Sabrina, in case you want to see it somewhere other than my finger. This next one that we have is Blondie. And I'll just put it where I had Sabrina because it's just easy that way. And I'll put it right here under Sabrina so you can see. So it's a very shimmery gold. It's not glitter. So it's not like the Graceland, but it does have a super lot of shimmer to it. And it's a really, really pretty color. I know looking at it, you would think it's glitter, but it's not. Next, we have Bright Eyes. Let's go ahead and put that on my arm so you can see compared to what we have. So that's another one that's a shimmer one. It's more of a bronze. That's kind of gold. Obviously, that's the cream, and then that's the super gold glitter. So this one is Bright Eyes. Then next, we have, I love the name of this one because I love Legally Blonde, Bend and Snap. So let's get some of that on my finger so we can just put it on my arm. So that's super, it's a shimmer one, but it's very light pigment. I don't know if you can see that very well. Let me put it on my finger because my lights are kind of bright in here. So that is the Bend and Snap. It's like almost like a purpley silver combo, I guess would be the best way to describe it. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's really pretty. So if you like to play with your colors, definitely give that a try. Okay, then next we have, this is going to be one of their matte shadows. This is Oak. I'm running out of space on my arm. This is Oak right there. So it's just kind of a gray. If you're looking for like a smoky eye, that's going to be what you want to go with, that Oak. They have lots of beautiful colors, y'all. So I'm telling you, any look you want to create, you're going to be able to find under their eyeshadows. I would be shocked if you couldn't find an eyeshadow color that you like. I actually have like 6 eyeshadows coming still because I ordered more. Okay, this next one is Salem. Obviously, it's pretty dark. And it is what it is in the package. It's pretty much like a black here. See? So that's good for your smoky eye too. Or you can use this as a liner. You can dip that multitasking brush in it and line your lids with it, and then you've got your black eyeliner. Next we have Trust. So this one looks like almost like a charcoal with a brown, but let's see what it looks like on my arm. It's a little bit lighter than that, but it's not quite gray. It's not quite brown. It's almost like a brown gray black. So that one is Trust, and that's another one of their matte shadows. We're down to the final two things, y'all. The final two eyeshadows. Next is Junior Prom. And let me find a finger that I can get this with. Okay, so, ooh, that's pretty. So here, almost out of. So that looks like almost another black, but it's actually a little bit like a navy blue. And this is another one of their shimmer ones. So this, when you put it on, it looks pretty dark. It almost looks like it's in between those two, but it looks like a navy blue when you have it on your finger and even in the package. And it is one of their shimmers. So that is Junior Prom. And last but not, look at my hand, y'all. And last but not least is Gigi. Let me grab that one if I have a free hand that has no makeup on it. I've got to start getting makeup wipes to keep here with me, but I don't ever think of that until I'm in the middle of this. So Gigi, oh, she's pretty. Oh, she's actually way different than I thought she'd be. She's almost like a rose gold color. And looking in the package, I wouldn't have thought that. So look at my arm. Isn't it pretty? That's your swatches for the eyeshadows I just did, except for Mama and Stay Golden, because I didn't open those because I already had those. So Gigi is actually almost like a rose gold, but in here she looks like she would be a mauve or maybe like a deep lilac, but when she goes on, she looks rose gold. So, okay, Gigi, I see you. So that is the last eyeshadow. And that, my friends, is the unboxing of the Seint Pro Artist Kit. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope it helped you kind of see what you get if you go that pro level. There is the basic artist kit. It just has fewer things. You don't get as many highlights. You don't get as many contours, nor as many lip and cheek. I can't remember if you can get eyeshadow with that. I'll have to look it up, or you can actually click on my link below and head over and find out. But if you're interested in being an artist, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to get you going. I know I'm fairly new to the artist program, but I have been using Seint, but it would be so much fun to do this together. So if you're interested, please feel free to reach out. You can head to the links below and contact me, or just email me at glowupwithtoni, and that's with an I, at gmail.com. Otherwise, I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope you've enjoyed this Seint Pro Artist Kit unboxing. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I hope to see you soon. It is time to glow up.